It's all right, hold on. I'm sorry, I tried to rule Earth.
They'd be lucky to have you.
I'm sorry about that thing with the Tesseract. I just couldn't help myself.
I know.
I'm a trickster.
Yes, so mischievous.
Yes. Build a statue for me.
We will build a big statue for you.
With my helmet on, with the big bendy horns.
I will tell Father what you did here today.
You didn't do it for him. I didn't do it for him.
What's the matter, smartass? You don't know any fucking Shakespeare?
Here it is.
Is that thing recording? Are we certain?
I'm certain.
Don't call me Shirley.
Check one, check one, check one.
Check two. Check.
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 Check one.
Check two.
Check two. Check three. He's at the Czechoslovakian border. He's watching people walk in through a gate. Check four. Cut to the hockey team in the Olympics. Russians and Czechoslovakia. Check five. He's reffing a game. Guy gets hit against the glass. Check six.
God damn it.
Goddamn checks.
Roughing. God damn it. Cross-checking. God damn it. All right. So,
Well, enough of that shit.
episode 21. Barely legal. All right.
Is
So,
this as close as we're going to be sitting next to each other at Terrificon?
I think it's going to have to be.
No, this isn't even close to 10 feet.
No, but we're going to have other people with us.
That's 10 feet.
That's not a knife. No, but we're going to have 3 people, though. So it's 1, 2, 3, or, 4, hopefully.
4, 5, 6.
1,
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
2. God damn it.
He should take place of the count in Sesame Street.
Instead of it's God damn it.
1, goddamn
damn it.
chicken. 2, goddamn chickens. 3, goddamn chickens. Happy birthday to Harrison Ford today.
Yes. The man, the myth, the legend. God damn it.
One more trip around the sun.
79. Looks like shit.
Probably feels like shit, too.
College injury. So we're going to try to do 2 episodes this week. We got the Loki finale tomorrow, but more importantly, got that good audio in person.
Sasquatch.
Not the Zoom audio. We got the good audio. Marvel has returned to theaters.
Thank fucking Christ.
God damn it.
And they're crushing it already.
Black Widow, second highest opening they've had since Rise of Skywalker.
And I love the fact that all the articles coming out all say, oh, it's possible that you can have a movie released on a subscription service and it'll do well as long as the movie's good. These are the articles that people are fucking writing.
I can get a pretty good look at a T-bone by sticking my head up a
my
bull's
head up
ass.
Luke Skywalker's ass.
But I'd rather
I'll
take
take
Luke
his word for
Chapdelain's word for it.
Right.
All right, so we're going to do a quick episode right now, and then we're going to do a longer episode about the Loki finale. But we've talked about Black Widow, but not at length because we wanted to save it for this.
Right.
So I think I'm gonna give you my quick initial reaction. I think you're going to agree with me here.
Huh?
Good, not great, very entertaining, good fight scenes, decent movie, somewhere in the middle to bottom middle of the Marvel movie rankings.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, it's good. Very good, very entertaining. Fight scenes were great. David Harbour was fucking great.
I want to see a David Harbour movie.
Yelena
or a
was
series. She was terrific.
great. Even Rachel Weisz was great.
We're going to be sick of Florence Pugh from now until
Hawkeye.
whenever she's done
Yeah.
acting. I thought she's tremendous.
I know everyone, the big thing is, is Black Widow come back? I really don't think she is. I really think, and I think the reason is it's okay to bring her back in a prequel. But if you bring her back for real, it cheapens what Endgame did.
Yeah, but, I guess you could say.
I don't think she's coming back.
Yeah.
I do think Downey Jr. will be back. I do not think Scarlett Johansson will be back.
You honestly think Scarlett Johansson, after being whisked literally around the world for the past, how many years? 20 years?
She first appeared in Iron Man 2, right?
What's that? 2007?
2007, 8. Yeah.
Okay. So, 35 years ago, she's been being
Fourscore
Fourscore and
Caesar salads.
16 Scarlett Johanssons ago, Scojo came up to the West Wing and she said, Ronnie, what does this phone do? And I said, well, go ahead and pick it up. And she picked up the phone. Turns out it was a cordless banana. Joke's on me. Fool me once, joke's on you. Fool me twice, we're having fruit salad. Hello.
Fear Alaguardi. It was like a cordless banana opposed to a corded banana.
They have them.
Oh, hell of a buy.
It's a historical reference.
So, all right, not to sidetrack too long because we don't have a ton of time today.
Right.
But David Harbour was probably my favorite part of the movie.
Yes.
I heard a lot of people bitching about Taskmaster. I don't know if what I read was true. It seems like the character, I forget his name now, the one that got Black Widow things, Natasha's friend.
Oh, who cares about that guy?
He was originally supposed to be Taskmaster, allegedly.
I love how they put him in the poster, like, way off to the right.
But allegedly that was to throw people off because he was originally Now, I don't know. I'm not Kevin Feige's. Yeah.
Right?
But I didn't hate that Taskmaster was Draco's daughter. I have a bigger problem with you telling me that Draco's daughter withstood the blast to that building.
Well, and I heard a lot of people bitching about this too, but don't forget, when they tried to kill Adolf Hitler, they put a fucking bomb in his feet, and he made it out alive.
Allegedly.
And a bunch of other guys didn't. So,
Now Argentina's great at soccer.
love the Argentines.
Yeah.
Yep. They make great U-boats for some reason. They got a shitload of U-boat technology. Seems like overnight, but nobody's complaining because what am I trying to say here?
God damn it.
Yeah, vacation, tourism. U-boat tourism went through the fucking roof.
Yeah.
After 45.
That's where Royal Caribbean got their start.
No shit.
In Argentina.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Little fun fact.
Huh. That explains all the sausages that they would serve every night. In the giant metal beer containers.
God damn it.
Goddamn brats and beers.
I hate the goddamn Kraus. All right, so I thought Scarlett Johansson was great in the movie. I'm kind of over mind control shit in Marvel. Like after Winter Soldier and after this, I'll live with this one. It's not gonna be a massive complaint of mine, but I'm good with mind control.
As you ramp up to 2 huge movies about magic.
That's okay, but just I've already seen so much of the Winter Soldier, with the words and the phrases putting him under the spell.
Right.
And now with this, and she had to break her own nose because her pheromones wouldn't allow her to harm Draco.
Honestly, I thought that was a kick-ass fucking move.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying it's not good.
Right.
But they can't keep doing it.
Yes.
The mind control stuff so far, we're at the point where I'm good with it. I like it. It's not too much. If we keep having movies in the future where the bad guy or one of the good guys is under mind control, I'm gonna get pretty fucking tired of it pretty quick.
And why doesn't it take? Like, why can't they just make it last? There's always a fucking off switch or a key phrase.
Well, your brain has a restart, right? You get hit in the head really hard. Barton came out from Loki's spell.
Ugh.
But that's the thing, right? Loki puts people under mind control. Shield or Hydra with Bucky.
Right.
And now this.
Well, couldn't you argue that Captain America was under mind control too?
No
Why?
one controlled his mind.
Yeah, but they.
WandaVision would be a better example. She controlled 1 million people's fucking mind.
When they jacked him up with that serum, they
But
enhanced all the things that he was. So his mind is still enhanced.
The number one thing though was that he was still the same good man.
So, but he's not killing it in crosswords.
No, he was cognitively he wasn't enhanced at all.
He had to have been.
That was never a thing.
No, if you get enhanced, you have to be.
If he was incredibly intelligent from the serum, he wouldn't have to say things like, "I understood that reference."
Well, that's pop culture.
But I'm just saying, I never got any
Oh.
Hold, please.
Okay.
Didn't know that was odd.
That's okay.
Embarrassing. Amateur hour. I mean, we were supposed to start recording an hour and a half ago, but who am I?
I had to watch 20 minutes worth of tutorials. That was worth it.
Well, he had to watch the German version and then watch the German to Japanese translation and then Japanese to English.
Et in ein und Zoom.
Und press record, Deutsche Bank.
Deutsche Bank?
Yeah, they're great
Check
bank.
one.
Good
Check
rates.
One. Check one.
So, all right, so let's get a little bit into the movie. We don't need to do like a recap, right? I mean, a lot of podcasts and shows do that. We don't need to. Like you've seen
Leave
the
it up
movie.
to them.
If you haven't seen the movie, this entire episode is going to make no fucking sense to you.
Came to us for fashion tips.
Yeah. So the movie starts out right after the events of Civil War, but prior to the events of Infinity War.
Right.
Correct.
Yep.
So she's kind of on the run. She's doing her own thing.
Kind of on the run.
I was really happy that we didn't get an hour of her backstory because I was worried that with a 2-hour runtime, it was going to be an hour to an hour and a half of her becoming Black Widow, and I was really happy they didn't do that. I thought the number one thing Marvel has done so far with Spider-Man was not giving us his backstory.
It's
Just saying.
Same thing with Batman. We get it. Your parents are dead.
Yeah,
Show me the Batmobile.
But even with ones that haven't had a backstory, it's not that I don't want to see them at all. But like, if this was the first time she appeared as Black Widow, then I could see her as a child going through the program, going through the Red Room. It would make sense to me.
Right.
We've had so many movies and we already know all this stuff. I was worried they were going to try to jam that down our throats. And it was going to be, most of the movie was going to be her as a child or a teenager. So it starts out with them young.
A lot of Russian ballet and slow-mo
Yeah,
and shit.
it starts out with them young. They're in Ohio. Alexei, who's not her birth father, David Harbour's character, the Red Guardian character, who apparently has the serum, he's undercover. Rachel Weisz plays the wife, and then Yelena and Natasha, the two children. They go on the run. They get discovered. They take off. Where'd they land?
Cuba.
I wanted to say Argentina, but it's because I had
Isle of Cuba.
Uncle Adolf on the mind. So they landed in Cuba. They get separated. The two girls get put into the Black Widow protocol. That's the last they see of their mother and father, that they think of their mother and father, until, was it 30 years later? Something like that? So she hooks up with her sister at some point because her sister mailed her the package with the antidote to the Black Widow serum, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yep.
That they had that. So I was reading before the movie that Yelena stole the show. Florence Pugh. Is that her name?
Pugh, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought she was really good. I thought David Harbour stole the show.
I agree.
I thought David Harbour was the best part of the movie.
Yes.
I don't need a David Harbour Red Guardian series. I think that might be more than we need. But what I do need is a scene in the future, either in the next Captain America movie or something like that, where either Bucky or Sam is sitting in a bar and Alexei is trying to fucking tell them about when he fought Steve Rogers at a time when Steve Rogers was still frozen in ice.
Yes.
I need that to happen so bad. His accent came and went a little. He had a little bit of Elizabeth Olsen in him
Yeah.
with the accent.
Right.
It wasn't very consistent, but I get it. It's hard to do an accent. When he was talking, for the most part, it was good, but as soon as he yelled, he was Jim Hopper.
I fell. My hands went in the cold stream. And my father went bathroom on my hands.
The mother character, the Rachel Weisz, I thought she was good. I thought she was going to be in much more of the movie.
Right.
She was one of the big names on it, but I didn't love the ultimate bad guy, not Taskmaster, Draco. I don't know. He was good. Not great. I thought a better villain could have made the movie better, or if there was more layers to it. Taskmaster was the big letdown for me. I thought Draco was a good adversary. I didn't think he was great. Taskmaster, I like the idea of Taskmaster. I like the idea of a villain that can mimic your moves. We saw it, right? I mean, off the top of your head, you saw Captain America with the shield.
Oh, yeah.
You saw Black Panther.
He did the claws.
He did Black Widow moves.
Yep.
Like, you can tell he's been studying
The
other
Winter Soldier knife flip.
Yep.
Yep.
So he's been studying all these superheroes' moves, and the reason is A, then he can duplicate them, but B, then if he fights them, it's almost like when Tony Stark was fighting Captain America
Correct.
in Civil War, and Friday says you can't beat him hand to hand, and he says analyze his fight patterns,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And it's the same thing. Like it's analyzing what you're going to do so they can beat you before you do it.
Right.
I think I think Taskmaster's a pretty cool villain. I thought,
which is awesome if you think about it, because that was happening right before the Black Widow movie.
Mm-hmm.
So they even put that in of mimicking someone's fight style and watching it while that was literally about to happen.
and I don't think we'll see Taskmaster again.
No.
I would have,
It'll be in like a group. She'll be running a group like Steve Rogers,
or in the Thunderbolts.
the ex-widows.
So, and then, we're jumping around a little bit here, but, the biggest letdown for me of the entire movie is I heard there's an after credit scene that's just going to blow your socks off.
Right.
What a letdown.
Yeah.
Granted, I understand that this is Marvel, so now when we hear with Marvel, big news is coming, like, we're expecting an immediate tie-in where either a new character gets introduced, like with the first time we saw Thanos after Avengers,
Right.
or we're expecting like the Maximoffs the first time we saw them, or to find out that someone that we thought is dead is alive.
Right.
So when the big twist was just that her sister was now working with Val, I mean, I get it. She's going to be the villain in Hawkeye. If Hawkeye is 6 episodes, the first 3 episodes she's finding him, the 4th and 5th she's hating him and fighting him. In the 6th one she learns that him and Natasha were very close. He loved Natasha, didn't want to kill her. She sacrificed herself instead of him. He never killed her. That's the show.
But then what does that mean?
I
Does
hope
that
I'm-
mean the sister says, "Well, let's get her back and get to the bottom of it"?
There's no coming back from the Soul Stone. The only way to get yourself back from the Soul Stone is to go back in time and bring yourself back like they did with Gamora. The only way to come back after the Soul Stone is to bring back a previous version of yourself. You can't come back once you've been in there.
There's a bad version of Scarlet Witch somewhere. She's making trouble in the timeline. They snatch her up, bring her back there, and give that soul for the good Natasha.
Scarlet Witch or Black Widow?
What did I say?
I thought you said Scarlet Witch.
Black Widow.
Okay, I was like, okay, I'm with you, Scarlet Witch.
Bizarro World Black Widow, who's evil and doing some evil shit. They take her because she's a problem, kill her, and then bring the good Black Widow back.
I don't think Black Widow's coming back.
Really? You think she's going to stay home with fucking Colin Yost?
I'll bet you lunch.
She's coming.
Deal?
Yeah. I was clapping my chest on the inside, just so you know.
So, the fight scenes are cool. We had read online it kind of felt like a Bond film / Mission Impossible.
Right.
I got the vibes of that for sure.
Totally designed that way. References to Moonraker.
I mean, she was watching it, right? I mean, it's not like we're not even making the references. They made the reference. She was watching Bond, right?
Yep.
When she was young. I'm definitely going to watch it again. I've only watched it once. It will not be in my cycle of like
No.
must watch. For me, and I know I do my stupid official rankings that everyone argues with me on because no one can agree with me. I would probably guess, was this number 24 or 23? Whatever it is. It's either 23 or 24. It's probably going to come in somewhere in the late teens for me.
Yeah.
16 to 17, 18-ish. Better than Thor Dark World, better than Iron Man 3. We'll disagree on that one. But it's not one of the better ones. I liked it more than Captain Marvel.
Yep.
It's good, not great. It was good, not great, but it has been so long since we got a movie. I also think if we didn't get WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, and now Loki, if Black Widow had come first, I think it would have been even better received, and it was supposed to come first.
Imagine, though, if Black Widow came during... imagine if it came during Civil War.
But it was supposed to come out before all of this crap, right?
I get it, but it still would have been $1 billion. It would have been a different movie anyway, too.
Yeah. So I if it is the farewell to ScarJo, Yelena is a good replacement.
Yep.
So they can still have the Black Widow character.
Yep.
I want to see what's going on with the Thunderbolts. I'm intrigued. I want to see a team of Yelena, U.S. Agent, Zemo, Ulysses Claw, people like that have been apprehended before.
Right.
Because clearly she's got other people. I mean, she's not going to do like Sinister Sticks. Like, that's above her pay grade. That's going to be Spider-Man No Way Home material. But I feel like I've pretty much hammered it home. For me, it's like Leonard reviewing Frozen Pizza. It's a buy. Definitely a good movie. Middle of the road Marvel movie, but let me get more opinion from you on it.
I think it was definitely what helped. It was a big one that people were waiting for. It was the first movie that came back into the theaters for Marvel after the pandemic. They had that all on their side. So people were going to go to see this no matter what the fuck it was. If it was Ant-Man doing finger paints and it was released in the theaters after the pandemic, people would have ran to see this thing. So people ran to see it. It did a ton of money on Disney Plus. You know, their stock went up, subscriptions went up. That's all they were really hoping for. Stunts were good, action was good. There were never a lot of people on screen at once. It was very minimalistic.
I think the biggest amount was the prison scene, and then at the end when she's fighting all the Black Widows in Draco's office. But the prison scene,
right?
I think the prison is the most people on scene at once.
Yeah, well, and they could have fucked with you too with like CGI crowds and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yes,
Copy
a lot
and
of guys. That scene. First of all, I'm there for anything in the snow, right? Helicopter, big fucking rescue, and just that entire facility seemed like it was something out of James Bond. It actually looked like the beginning of GoldenEye to me. That facility in GoldenEye.
When he snaps the guy's fucking arm wrist.
That was so great. I thought it was great.
Captain America was still frozen. You calling me liar?
But do you think he's referring to the actual Steve Rogers Captain America?
Well, that's
or
the thing.
Did he fight another version of Captain America?
I think he's lying.
Did he fight the black guy from
Elijah?
Falcon Winter Soldier?
Elijah? No. No. I think he's full of shit.
How about this? How about he fought Captain America that went back in time to stay with Peggy?
That's possible.
Fucking ain't right it is.
But I don't think so. I think it's funnier if he's full of shit.
I don't know why he would do that, though, considering he's a super soldier. Like, why would he do that?
Because he's in prison and he wants to impress all the inmates. I mean, remember, that lie began in lockdown. Right? He was locked up. He's telling other prisoners stories. I'm a super soldier. They don't believe him. He goes,
But he is.
Oh, it's obvious. I mean,
Right.
That big dude sits down, and you know he's going to kick his ass in arm wrestling. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like a funny part of it. I don't think it's a big deal.
Right.
He clearly has the serum. That's another thing too. I'm almost fed up with the serum. I'm okay with it, just like the mind control.
They only got one, and they give it to one piece of shit.
I'm still okay with the serum being used because it was part of the comics. But okay, we've done it with Winter Soldier. We did it in Falcon and Winter Soldier with the Flag Smashers. I don't need to see the little fucking redheaded chick with the freckles running around as a super soldier again. I know you loved her.
Luke, don't say her name. Carly Morgenthau. God damn it.
God damn it.
Carly Morgenthau. We get it. Give her a nickname, for fuck's sake. So Red Guardian, we all saw Ivan Drago. He was Russia's best boxer. He was their best specimen.
He should have got the serum.
That's what I mean.
Dolph Lundgren.
Is that what we're supposed to believe? That this guy was the best fucking person that they had for the job?
Well, you know, diversity hires nowadays.
Yikes.
Maybe he's got some
He's
Inuit.
a smooth brain.
Yeah.
I loved when he's about to fight and he still thinks that his wife is behind him. He says, if this should be the last time she's gone, he goes, damn it.
He just turns around and she's
so
gone.
Fucking great. Damn it.
You got
and he does the claws, like right before he it's like a fucking vampire.
You got fat.
Oh, that poor bastard.
So it's funny because, I mean, David Harbour literally went from that to being Jim Hopper again.
Yep.
So obviously they filmed those fat
in a
scenes.
Russian prison.
Now, was the skinny version of him CGI, or did they film the fat scenes, he lost a shitload of weight, and then they filmed the other? It looked to me like it wasn't CGI.
What are you talking about?
Well, at the beginning of the movie, he's very thin, and then later on, he's much fatter. I think they just filmed it in reverse, obviously. Or do you think that was CGI to make him skinnier? It looked like he just was skinnier.
I think he was skinny the whole time.
No.
He's not super skinny.
No, but he was much thinner at the beginning of the movie than the end.
Oh, maybe. I mean, unless their shooting schedule was so fucked.
I think they did it intentionally, and I think he
But
said
he was
I have
dropping
to,
weight the whole time.
I think
too.
he said, "Oh, he's skinnier there than when he was Hopper."
Right.
But I think he said to them, "Listen, I got to lose 130 pounds for Stranger Things."
He was 280 at his heaviest, and that was right before they started to shoot.
I don't believe that. I think he was
That's what
heavier
he
than that.
said.
Okay, well, if he was
He's a
280,
big dude too.
I mean, all right. Either way.
He could be 340, and he could wear it well.
Right. So my point, though, is if he said, I'm going to lose 100 pounds for Stranger Things Season 4,
Yeah.
So let's start filming this when I've only lost like 20, and then let's film my first scenes when I'm down another 60.
Get it.
I think that's what happened, because I can usually tell pretty well when there's CGI. Like Rachel Weisz, you could tell was CGI'd. Her
Yeah.
face was altered to look younger. And they did, it's a good CGI, but it's
Right.
still CGI.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I thought she was great. I will say, I think I told you, because of Black Widow, I went down this rabbit hole of rewatching Marvel movies lately. And I've got this pet peeve now. And it's fucking pissing me off. Every goddamn time somebody complains to the Avengers or to one of the superheroes about Sokovia or anything that they did wrong, right? Ross and other people have brought up to them like, oh, look what you did to New York. Newsflash, if we didn't fight the Chitauri, the whole world was gone.
Yes.
So you want to complain that New York got destroyed, the other option is the world is gone. It drives me nuts that when people give them shit for toppling cities.
Drives me nuts.
Yes, you see.
Sokovia is a pile of fucking dust. Ra-da-da, ra-da-da. No, it's probably going to work to our advantage right there.
So, no, but, like, I get it, like, with Maximoff, with Lagos, rather, that, she blew up a corner of a hospital.
Yeah. How about who cares about Sokovia? I'm just going to say that right now.
But
Who cares?
do you remember what they were going for in Sokovia? What Ultron was going for? Ultron was going for extinction level event. He was bringing Sokovia up high enough that when he dropped it, the world was gone.
Right.
And they're complaining that too many people in Sokovia died. Now, granted, if you want to say that's because they created Ultron,
I don't want to say that.
but I get where you're coming from, though. If your argument is, well, yeah, Ultron was the problem, not the Avengers, but the Avengers created Ultron. Okay, that's fine. But the Chitauri in New York? You cannot fucking blame the Avengers for toppling New York City, fighting the Chitauri. If they didn't do it, Loki wins and Earth is gone, and Thanos and Loki control Earth.
How come there hasn't been a group?
The Revengers.
Sounds good. We're going to make T-shirts. There's never
up
been
yours, Wyman.
They never show a person in front of, and I fucking hate his guts, but Patton Oswalt would be perfect for this, and he was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
The Penguin.
He played a character in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right? He could do this because he's a super fucking nerd. Sit him in front of a group of like a panel of like generals or senators, and they are picking him apart over the Avengers, and he has an answer to everything that they're talking about because he can tell them, look, do you remember that guy with the gold horns on his head that blew up New York City? Do you know who he was working for? This guy. And then they show fucking Thanos, and then he's explaining to all these pencil necks, what the hierarchy of all the people that were trying to murder the fucking world.
Well, because again, in the scene from Age of Ultron, or Civil War, when Ross is trying to get them to sign the Sokovian Accords, he shows them footage from New York. Again, they had to get involved. Yes, there were casualties. They didn't have choice. They showed them scenes from Lagos with the hospital. Again, Crossbones was going there. Sokovia, okay, if you want to blame them because they created Ultron, I can get it. What was the other one? There was one more in there, too. There was 4 scenes they showed.
Virginia. The fucking
DC.
The helicarrier's coming down.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So again, that's not them. That was S.H.I.E.L.D. That was Hydra.
The government.
Right, that was Hydra.
Yeah.
So why the fuck are they taking shit for collateral damage?
How is he still working?
How's this? All right, instead, you want us to not get involved anymore? Good luck. Learn German.
But that's pretty much what they said. I mean, eventually, when she sat in front of that group and said, You need us. Kiss our ass. Nobody can do
But
what
that
we
was
do.
before that.
And then she dumped all the fucking files.
That
That
was-
was yeah, but that was in
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I don't mean to side tangent, but just a pet peeve of mine that they always catch shit for toppling cities. It's almost always like, hey, yes, we lost 5,000 lives, but we were going to lose the world. So
right.
it's a simple calculus.
Acceptable losses, guys.
Yeah,
Come on.
I
I
mean,
mean, those.
it was mostly white males. They had a good run.
What? You cannot. We could never in 100 years plan that. That was amazing. My burp came out at
I just went from 6 to
the
midnight.
same time that train came out. This is a guaranteed 10 minutes.
What the fuck?
Wow.
That was incredible.
It's like the blast forced it out of my body.
Get out of here. Yeah, there's a train coming. Get off the
I have
tracks.
to burp. My train is going to burp on
All
the
I
tracks.
wanted was a Yankee Candle.
Burp.
All right, so we got to wrap this one up because it's got to be a short one.
How great here it looks with just one light on.
It looks
It's
great.
amazing.
Yep. So we're going to be doing more in-person recordings soon. Tomorrow we're probably going to record via Zoom because we both got a lot of shit going on, but we got the Loki finale.
A lot of personal stuff.
So let's do some.
here.
This is going to come out after the finale has already aired, but the record can still show that this is from Tuesday. All signs point to Kang the Conqueror. There's no fucking way it's Kang the Conqueror.
Really? Do you really think they're going to give us a fucking another Ralph Boner situation?
I think Kang the Conqueror shows up in Ant-Man Quantumania for the first time. The city is definitely not Chronopolis. Like
Polychronopolis?
the city in Ant-Man and the Wasp,
Right.
that is where Kang is, I believe,
Okay.
in the quantum realm. I do not believe it's wherever this is. Now, this could be the quantum realm. That's not out of the
We're
question.
going to have to fight this guy in the quantum realm?
That's what's going to happen, I think, eventually.
That's going to be like an acid trip.
It's going to be like Star Wars meets Willie Nelson,
Huh.
meets Dazed and Confused,
Yikes.
meets Your Highness.
Wow.
Let the fucking begin.
The fucking.
So, yeah, we gotta wrap this one up. But Black Widow, good. Loki, you think it's Kang,
You know what?
or
I
is it
don't
a
know.
Loki?
They gave us such a fucking head. It has to tie in the multiverse of madness, right? And
No.
Spider-Man.
I think it has to. All that it has to do is when it's over, the events of the finale open a hole in the multiverse. Spider-Man No Way Home will continue that and make it crazy, and then Multiverse of Madness will be putting the pieces back together. That's
Do you
what
think
I think.
Spider-Man's going to drop into Loki?
No, I don't. I think something's going to happen where someone that's not supposed to be somewhere will appear, and that's their way of introducing, like, different multiverses are colliding now. I'm guessing on all of this.
So Owen Wilson absolutely
Oh,
has to get
wow.
revenge.
Oh, wow.
He's got to get some sort of revenge on.
Renslayer's bad or good?
She's bad.
100%?
Yes. Because when
In the comics, she was Kang's lover.
really,
Oh, yeah.
well, that makes sense then.
Und ja,
Because she flipped.
Fräulein.
She flipped so quickly when she was like.
Is
being
Miss
threatened.
Minutes up to something?
I don't know what that.
Everyone's obsessed with that. Like,
But they give you so many directions to go in because they never know what they're gonna do, and then we end up with Ralph Boner, and we end up
Boner.
with not having Mephisto. When's Mephisto gonna show up?
1977.
And is he gonna be that bad after all this talk?
I mean, he's the devil.
Yeah, but
Cash bar.
Who's gonna fight the devil? Someone with a
Dancing
fiddle.
in Highsmith?
Someone with a fiddle, no doubt.
No hot dogs. I can't do or no drinks.
Oh, boo!
No drinks. I can't do it.
Boo.
Oh, look, he's flying.
All right. Episode 21, Barely Legal.
Yep.
We got a bottle of scotch from Kim. We'll open that and enjoy that next time. We're going to try to pump out 2 episodes this week. We'll record 2. We think we'll get them both out.
Yep.
But we're gearing up. We got about 2.5 weeks till Terrificon.
Yikes! Get
Till
your
we're-
tickets right now. They just released the special prices for rooms online today, so you can get discounted rooms at Terrificon if you go on the internet and Google 3 Ways in Connecticut, It'll pop up.
Just search Mitch Halleck 3-way Terrificon.
Search Mitch Halleck hung like a silverback, and that'll be the first, second, or third clip that shows up.
Just Google toe triggers.
Yep, please do. Get them for your friends for Christmas.
All right, episode 21 in the books.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 21 of the Two Critical Podcasts in the books. Take it away.
I can't unplug it. I tried to unplug his mic. It didn't work. I was doing a bit. Probably not. Fuck you, Wyman.
We sincerely hope you enjoy the program. Please check us out where all podcasts are sold and check out our YouTube channel as well. Thank you for listening and thank you for your support. If you don't like the show, go fuck yourself.
Ra-da-da-da-doo.